about Moose? Kind of a funny movie with a little bit of drama. Kind of had everything in it. Yes.
I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. I loved. At first, I was like, "Why are all the cops so old?" And then I kind of got past it. I forgot about it. But it was so funny and really entertaining and completely the opposite of everything that you expected. Like, you know, we did not expect them to go and get the cars for them. Like, nothing that happened in it I expected at all. So I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. I loved it.
First of all, the costume Moose was wearing was very reminiscent of Stallone when he was breaking legs for the mobster in the first Rocky movie. The little hat and the leather jacket and that's exactly what I thought of when I looked at him. He's very reminiscent of that. That is perhaps the best closing credit sequence we've ever seen in a Wildsound film. That was really well done. The jokes were funny, a lot of them, yes, and they didn't lose anything in translation. Just really nice. What I thought was going to happen, though, was I thought Megan was going to hit him with her purse and be a hero and take the money, and then she'd get her ticket, and the film would have been 10 minutes long if that had happened. But that's what I thought was going to happen.
But like the lady said in the first row,
yes.
That's what's so great about this film is that we didn't know what was going to happen. And all we knew that we were entertained, it was funny, but we had no idea what was going to happen next. And that's the makings of a great film, because you're totally going to be totally surprised no matter what. And you kind of wanted the guy to get away, right? Isn't that generally the consensus here, that we want Moose to live and kind of keep, or maybe people are good abiding citizens and they don't like people like him?
Surfing a bit on the same wave of we did not expect what happened. At the end, it made me think a bit deeper about the different people. You know, like the mad one was not finally the one who robbed the bank, because this guy was just, you know, like a sad guy just looking for dreams, and the other one who was actually pretending being like the, you know, just a random woman was completely fucked up, if I can say so. So that makes think, you know, when you see people around and you judge right away, you're like, oh, wait, maybe it's not this one, but that one.
Okay, I have many different ideas about this film. The first one is, I believe sometimes figures of authority, we have so much respect for them and sometimes they abuse their power. And that has happened and that keeps happening around the world. Sometimes just because they use a uniform, it doesn't mean that they have the morals and integrity that we would like them to have. They have a kind of a moment of humanity, and it's not just about following rules, and I don't think the solution of the society problems would be violence. I think there was a moment very interesting about compassion and understanding that we are all human beings, and there was kind of a connection between every single character, but at the end it's like, okay, we're just gonna follow the rules, and the rule is to kill this person, or this is how it's supposed to be, instead of connecting in a deeper level and understanding why this person was doing that. I think that compassion should be at the end of the solution. I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. And even the cop who kind of had it, he saw it like 5 steps ahead. You kind of, the one with the earring, the captain, he kind of knew what was happening and what was going to happen. And when he saw the car, he was like, it was like disappointed on everybody's face, including the audience. We're like, oh, now we're going to get down to it, because you wanted to have the jokes, you wanted to have the fun. And you're talking about connection too. I love that the metaphor of the languages. Because we're watching this film with subtitles, and then there's Swedish, and then there's French going on, and then while we're watching subtitles, and everybody's trying to connect with each other, trying to understand each other through these languages that we still live. So I'm just taking it a step further.
Det här kommer att ta hela arbetsdagen. Vad tycker du vi ska göra under tiden som vi väntar?
Quoi?
Ils veulent savoir ce qu'ils vont faire en attendant que les bagnoles arrivent.
Vous pouvez faire ce que vous voulez. Casser la croûte, taper le carton ou même lire Spinoza. Je m'en balance. Racontez-vous des histoires de flics. J'en ai rien à foutre.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in this film, but it's like 38 minutes is a long time for a short, and we wanted more. It was almost like it's that gray area. It's like too long for a short and it's too short for a feature, but it seemed to really work. Go ahead.
There was that moment towards the end where the policeman somewhat puzzlingly wants to tell this extra joke about the elephant and the mouse, and the mouse says, "I'm so small because I've been sick." I happen to notice, I don't know if anyone else picked this up, that apparently the word mouse in Swedish sounds pretty much exactly like MOUSSE, the guy's name.
Yeah.
So I guess he's the mouse. Or,
Yeah, well, he is the mouse, right? It's a matter of perspective. Because the mouse is like, because he's saying that I'm sick, that's why I lost weight. It's a matter of perspective. The elephants know the bigger picture here. You are small. But yeah, it's a great little ending to the film.
Actually, I was thinking that one thing that connected me about the setting the location. This is never how I think of Sweden. When I think of Sweden, I think snowy, I think winter. What I saw is almost, to me, seemed like South America. And I thought that was an interesting thing because you end up sympathizing so much with the criminal in the story, so it takes you to the unexpected. And of course, the geriatric police department was just so hilarious. And the mug joke that plays throughout that message, I mean, there were some dark elements, but they worked. And by the end of the film, I was still feeling so good because he still got that, the French send-off, which was, I think, was another theme. So he felt so isolated in the country where he didn't even speak the language. So I thought it just ended with such a great bang. And then I thought too that I kind of want to look into more Swedish music because the score was pretty great as well.
Yeah, that's what I heard people talking about that during the credits, and the chicken too, right?